so you start to count the time or
Okay,
you count time, count the time.
I'm ready. I'm hot though.
So good afternoon everyone, I'm Rachel.
And I'm Tina.
So today we're going to discuss a topic about study abroad.
Yes. Hey Rachel, how have you been?
A little bit busy because the finals coming.
Well, since you have come to Taiwan for about a year, how do you feel about your stuff?
I feel better now, but it's kind of a little bit hard at the beginning because even though I have been in Thailand before I came to study, but came to study is living instead of traveling. So for me it's quite different. But it's an advantage for me. I can speak Mandarin, so I can be easier to get used to the living style.
Well, because I also have a motivation and desire to go study abroad. So
Really?
yeah, but I don't know. But I'm kind of afraid and a little bit excited to go study abroad if I have the chance.
Yeah, so for me, I think if you are deciding to study abroad, you should think about your intention. So if you have a very clear and strong intention to do something, it brings you towards success. The first one, you have to think about the reasons why you would like to go to study abroad. Because if you have such a very strong motivation to do something, then you may put more effort and push yourself to be success. So what's the reason for you would like to decide to study abroad?
Well, the reason why I would like to study abroad because the country which I would like to go, I have some basic knowledge of their language, and I also want to know more about their culture, and that's the reason why I would like to study abroad.
You would like to go to Korea, right?
Yes.
Yes, I know that. And the second, I think, accept the reasons why, and you have to think about what you expect to gain from the experience of study abroad. Because some of the people would like to, maybe they will want to learn the language, or meet some new friends, or want to enjoy different kind of experience from different culture. Even maybe some of the girls or boys would like to find a Mr. Right or Mrs. Right in other country, but you need to have the expectation that push yourself to do that, and you must you have to do it. So expectation is also very important to make your decision. So what do you expect what do you expect to gain from the experience of study abroad?
Well, I expect to be more independent. You know, some people will have the stereotype of the Asian country children that their parents have taken good care of them, so they don't know how to do anything. And it has some nouns. It's just like ma bao. Ma bao is just like the children don't know. It's just like they don't know how to do anything, and they think that all things that their parents have to do for them. So I don't want to be that kind of person. So I want to be more independent than before.
Yeah, I think go to study abroad is one of the good ways for you to become more independent. Because like me, before I come to study abroad, my mom may do the laundry or cook for me or tidy up my stuff, everything for me. But after you come to study abroad, you have to do all the things by yourself. And even you need to do some kind of decision by your own. So it's a very good way to train up to be an independent person.
But I'm also worried about what should I prepare if I really go study abroad, and there's some consideration. What should I do?
So in my opinion, I will separate it to hardware and software. So what does it mean? It means your outside and inside your mind. The first one, of course, you have to consider about money. Because most of the people, they go to study abroad, they may consider money for tuition fee or just for buy the stuff for you. But actually, when you leaving there, you keep spending your money. In my opinion, in my experience, I think always is more than what you expect. So budget is what you have to consider at the very first of your consideration. The second one is daily supplies. I mean, it's not meaning that you need to bring everything you use every day to the country, but something you would easily get at your home country, you just buy in the supermarket, may not easily find in other countries. So for me, I would suggest to bring something you use daily. Maybe it's enough for you to use for first few weeks, and then you spend some time to searching around the city to get what you need. And something you must bring is, for me, right, I have kind of allergic, so I need to get some medicine from my doctor in my home country, and you can just get like short period of time for enough for you to for some emergency. And if you got really sick, you have to still go to see the doctor.
So the weather is also the thing that I have to worry about, right?
Yes, quite different to living in a new country than your home country. And also the software is inside. Is it a person? Is it the kind of person who has this very good relationship with your family and friends?
Yes, but I don't have this kind of symptoms because although I'm from Kaohsiung and now I'm studying China, but you know, if I want to go back home, I just need to take about an hour of time to go back home, and so I didn't have that kind of symptoms.
Because for me, I'm usually got quite strong homesick during the festivals because I have very good relationship with family. And during the festival, you see everyone is going home and spending the holiday with friends. But my friend and family is a bit far away, so sometimes it's hard. At the beginning, it's quite hard to overcome it. But 1 year past, I feel I'm getting better on this issue. And the second one is the pressure, because before I came to study abroad, I already think about the pressure I may have, for example, on the study or on the culture difference. But what I didn't expect is the money, because maybe sometimes you got the money from your family, but sometimes you are worried to ask them to get more. If you have some always you have some events, you have to spend more than what you get. So it's kind of pressure, it's out of my expectation. And the last one is alone. So you need to prepare yourself to do all the things on your own. I have an experience here because I got a very serious stomachache. One time I fell out a few times and I have to visit the emergency room by my own. But my friend accompanied me. But it's different because at home your mother or your sister family may very worry about you and rush to the emergency room with you. But in the other country you just can do everything by yourself. So it's kind of loneliness. You have to think about whether you can handle such kind of pressure and loneliness.
Is there another difficulty that you have faced about besides that homesickness?
I won't say it's difficulty. I should say it's kind of cultural shocks for me. So let's guess. I have few cultural shocks for you. The first one. Does anyone have any idea about this? The trash trucks in China. Any idea?
It's just it's usual.
So it's usual for you to have the music rolling of the trash can. But for me, the first time when I hear that, it should be an ice cream car. But everyone is bringing their backpack across and rush to the truck. So it's the first one which give me a shock. The second one, another rubbish bin.
What?
Any idea?
I think the rubbish bin is. Well, we can see the rubbish bin in our campus. I think it's usual.
For me, I think at the beginning I'm quite annoyed by this one because in Hong Kong we mostly have a public rubbish bin on the street, almost maybe 200 to 300 meters. Because you can think you got a lot of shops and drinking shops. You're always holding a drink and then walking along the street. But it is very hard for me to find a rubbish bin to throw it. So every time I have to bring 2-3 bags of rubbish home and put to the trash, and I have to run to the trash truck. And third one, dinner at 6 p.m.
Oh well.
Anyone think? Is any idea?
That's early.
It's normal for you, right?
Yeah.
For me, because we should say most of the restaurant we have the lunchtime and dinner time. Our dinner hours, I should say the tea time we start from 2 to 6, and the dinner time we start from 6 to 11. So you can see the difference. Now, most of the restaurants, they start to serve dinner at 6 to 11. But see, the restaurants around our campus is from 4 to 8. And 8 is just the time normally I had my dinner at home. So it's very different. So you have to consider this if you would like to study to other city. Oh, sorry, I can't understand. That's yes. Any ideas?
Taiwanese.
Yes, you got it. That's I will share my experience with them is because I looked like a Taiwanese. And like, I know it's normal for them I can speak Mandarin. So some of the elderly may tell me that they speak with me in Taiwanese, but actually I just can understand a little bit. So it's the language culture shock. The last one. Yeah, I think for all of you, riding scooter is very important. But I never ever thought that I can ride a scooter on the road because in Hong Kong we never need it, and you seldom see anyone riding the scooter on the highway or on the street. So it's all my sharing about the culture shocks.
So if I go study abroad, I also I also need some culture shock here, right?
Yeah, because all of this I never think when I living here. It's not really what I can search online to get to experience by your own when you're living in the city. So that's all of our sharing. And thank you very much.
Wow, you made me stress out.